Hey weirdos, welcome back. It is another, not a terrible Toonie Tuesday, but just a terrible, wonderful day. Anyway, losing my mind. Been a weird week, but I think I'm all caught up now with responding to people and answering questions I've sent to emails. I do have a few people to reach out to who have not seem to have even checked their messages yet in regards to TERRIBLEFEST, last weekend in March. 2 months away, man. 10 films. 10. It's gonna be crazy. Plus a whole poop load of shorts. You have a poop load in your shorts. I entertain myself. Hopefully I'll entertain you too on those days. I'm gonna scratch my nose here, because that's what I do. If you are seeing this when this video is new, coming up Tuesday, the 16th of January, we're having a preview day, plus we're going to play one of the first ever movies that ever played at TERRIBLEFEST over our 7 years of doing this. So, I hope you show up. If you're a Patreon, you get in for free. Then everybody else, it's only like a toonie. The movies at TERRIBLEFEST in March are all going to be $3. Yeah, that's right. Inflation, man. If you watched last week's video, though, you will know that for only $1, there'll be the Saturday morning Cartoon Fest. It'll have one of the movies in there and a whole block of the shorts, and maybe even some more surprises. So there'll be lots of way to save money. But after the 16th, the full pass for only $10 will go on there. That means you can see each movie for only $1, which means you gotta be there all 3 days and cram every moment of your time in there. And I know you wanna. There'll also be, of course, some free things streaming as well for viewers from afar who can't make it, and an excuse to meet some of the filmmakers. In February, we'll be doing some extra videos to get you closer to the people who made these films. But today, we're talking the world. We're talking international. The world. We have some fun films from around the world. And these are just 3 of them. The first one is called TINGER, or The TINGER. It's a wacky horror comedy, a bit of sci-fi, and a lot of drugs. And it's from Germany. And it's fun because it's a bunch of friends that go out to have a party in costumes. I love when people hang out in silly costumes. So even if you find any of these characters slightly flat at some point, you're going to laugh at them because they're all wearing wacky costumes. But then they meet mad scientists and conspiracies and cults and a monster. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. You're going to have to wait to find out when the Tinger plays at TERRIBLEFEST7. Then from Venezuela, we have what has been translated roughly differently at other fests I've found. But when they sent it to me, they said the English translation was Love Story and a Funeral. No, dumbass. It's called A Funeral Love Story. Get it straight. Or A Funeral Love Story. Super psychedelic, super wild, but deep down a story about moving on, about understanding yourself, about understanding love, understanding what you need from love, being haunted by a loved one, finding a new one, and being haunted by yourself as well, and slipping into the other side.
Amelia se encargará de eso y las consecuencias serán devastadoras.
That's maybe putting a more poetic spin onto it, but it's super wild, super creative, and I cannot wait till you guys see this one.
Sigue para que cumpla su promesa de amor eterno.
I'm glad that it is also seeming to be picked up by a lot of the South American and Portuguese and Spanish eras of festivals around the world. Not enough around here because not enough people take a chance on subtitles. And it's totally worth it, guys. And it's not like it's 3 hours long. It's a little over an hour, but it's not going to go on forever. And really, this movie should go on more. There is so much creativity going on here. Wild weirdness, strange characters, really fun use of budgeted effects, which I love. You know I love that. And then we're going to go all the way to Uganda for basically a slasher. Straightforward slasher. The wonderfulness about this movie, Wrong House, is that it is straightforward. It's almost strangely too straightforward for TERRIBLEFEST.
What?
I have feelings. You know, this house you call wrong.
Watched through it, I was laughing more at it than with it because it felt like someone had just been told what a slasher was, or watched like a mashup collection of the best hits of funny lines, stereotypes, rules from slashers. Like they saw the beginning of Scream and then thought, well, this is how I make a film, and they did that and nothing else. But it's obviously done on purpose. It's wild. It's about a bunch of again, young people who go out to have a party. That's what they do. That's how these movies start. Why change the format if it works? These rather preppy kids go out to this party house, and of course there's sex and drinking and doing the things that young adults do, and then somebody shows up to the house and kills them. It kind of feels like they had seen what I refer to as like exploitation. If this was America, they'd be doing the slasher stereotype, and then they would add in that these are like hillbillies that live out there, and this is their property, and you better get off their property. But it's done in gun and twist. It's not like wacky Nollywood movies. There's no weird two-dimensional special effects going on there. It's not that overdone as a soap opera. It really feels like it's trying to homage the American stereotype, which instead of saying, hey, let's put a refreshing twist on it, let's just have a new world of people expressing these stereotypes and rules and classic forms, which makes them even more refreshing to me. At least right now it does. So I really think the world should check out Wrong House, and so will you when you come to TERRIBLEFEST 7. Anyway, everything else going wild out there. Hey, Jeff O'Brien, thanks for making that book about Muppet Pastor. People seem to be really liking it. And I just noticed we sold out of the VHS copies of Rock and Roll Asylum. I didn't think those were going to sell that well. So, again, for both Muppet Pastor and Rock and Roll Asylum, the Undead Media, who made, am I sitting on one of their posters? I think I was printing some shirts for them. Undead Media, yeah. They, I didn't charge them to make copies of my movie. I just said, just do it. It's funny that you're doing it. And they sold out. And Muppet Pastor has sold quite well for what I expected. And again, Jeff got to do that for free. He just used my idea and credited me in it. So next time, I think I better charge these people. If nothing else, just remember when I'm dead, remember I was a really nice giving guy, right?
Why are you sucking up at him?
Which is why I want you to also buy the Blu-ray from Gold Ninja Video for Rock and Roll Asylum and Amityville Outhouse as a 2-pack featuring that mask over there of that panda. Yeah, I didn't change anything to it. A lot of people have that panda head, so we can all celebrate that together. And no one's ever called me original. But they're funny. I really like both of them. I can watch both of those films myself. I'm laughing at my own jokes. And hopefully you guys will enjoy them too. Many people have seen the films already, but the Blu-ray is packed. It's so well done. And it is available at goldninjavideo.com right now. And I do get a little bit back from that. So finally, I get to be a bit of a Scrooge. At least, a 10% Scrooge in the amount that it costs. Anyway. Thanks everybody for sticking with us. We'll have another video next week, in the next couple of days anyway, on another 3, maybe the other final 4 of TERRIBLEFEST. And we'll get to know more of the wacky things that are going around. I hope I see you guys on January 16th if you're in Toronto. And then everybody get your butts down here for March. For the end of March, for TERRIBLEFEST 7. Gonna be wild.
We love audio video plus.
As always, giving a shout out to other people who do great videos as well. Our good friend Milo, who does trading cards. I have a present for him here. He needs to come pick that up so he can do it for one of his videos. Just saying.